have shivers. Thank you, Jen. Is there a candle we can light to rid ourselves of Regent? She's such a hater. Ah, picking myself off the floor. Oh my gosh, I love this. This is just making me so happy. Day 3, November 3rd. We are in a regular week now. I am not vlogging here until 3:52. So Evie and Andrew are already home from school. I just finished my weekly or 3 weekly thrice weekly readings of A Mirror of Shadows, my latest book that I'm serializing here on YouTube. So if you want to come follow that adventure, I will link the full playlist down below. We read episode 7 today, and the comments just had me so happy, so joyful that people are enjoying this. And I just feel so alive with this story, like being back in the shadow world, being finally able to like finish something again without taking multiple years to finish it. Just refinding my joy and creativity has been really good. Plus, I love these characters, and I'm challenging myself with this book, and that also feels really satisfying. So this book will be out on November 21st. So I'll be reading it Monday, Wednesday, Friday. But as we have learned so far in these vlogs, I am still writing it as we go. So I drafted the book entirely before I started reading episode 1. But unexpected to me, rather than just needing little edits along the way, I have actually ended up rewriting large portions. And why I didn't expect this is ludicrous, because I always rewrite stuff. So this is happening. So I now have finished episode 7. Oh, I need to get it up on the website. But I will also be working on episode 8 and probably rewriting large portions of that between tomorrow and Wednesday. And I have a medical procedure tomorrow that may or may not need surgery. So fingers crossed, send good vibes that it will be handled in office and we won't need surgery. That's my hope. But I might not have as much available time. I might need extra rest tomorrow. So I need to keep working on this, but also I need to spend some time with the kids. So what I'm going to do is, part of the readings every week is me doing a giveaway on the live stream for the pages that I've read. So I print them out, I annotate them lightly, and then one lucky person, hopefully lucky, gets those pages in the mail. So I need to annotate those pages and start sending them out today. So I'm going to do that while Evie and I watch a little bit of a movie. We got to go get her some new shoes today too. So we might eat dinner out tonight as a family. And then tonight I have the Erin Condren affiliate sort of like winter holiday prep Zoom call with the CEO, Tanya Mesver. And I'm so excited to be there tonight. So busy day, but it's been a fun day and I'm just feeling happy and alive. So thank you guys for being here. I hope that your writing is going well too. And let's keep the joy coming.
Get to your clothes, gotta get it right now.
All right, so we are on our way to dinner and to hopefully get Evie some new shoes for school because she is growing too fast and outgrowing her shoes already. Andrew is sadly not feeling well, and so he's gonna stay in bed and we'll bring him some food back home. And I'm not even gonna get to writing until after 9 p.m. tonight, but I did finish the final edits on episode 7, so at least there was that. But some days balance is hard to find, so we're gonna write later tonight.
We're living quick in the world, gotta get it right now. We only need the two of us together. I need only you in this crazy world, 'cause we got love.
It's 8:30. I'm just getting off the call with Erin Condren affiliate. So we had the CEO of Erin Condren, Tanya Mesver. I was so lucky to get to meet her at Go Wild and another event here in the Dallas area. And she's just amazing. I have so much respect and like awe of her. But then we got to see some of the other team from Erin Condren, and it was just really nice to hear about all the deals coming up, all the new products. Obviously, I couldn't record that, but you guys know how much I love Erin Condren. So I was also sitting in here while we were talking and doing some planning. So I'll show you this real quick. So this is obviously dark in here still, but part of what I had wanted to do for years is to do memory keeping. And I bought so many of these Erin Condren vertical sticker sheets, and I have in previous years had an entire planner dedicated to memory keeping and then didn't keep up with it throughout the whole year, which is fine. Like, you don't need to do every single week, but I have wanted to. So I've been trying to think this year of ways to make it a little bit more sustainable. So what I've started doing, and you can see I didn't do a great job last week either, but I can go back. So this is a Nikki +3 design. This is a Jessica Hearts, and none of these are stickers that I've just bought. They're all things that I've had, but finally getting to use. But my goal is to, for this planner, just leave little memories about like, okay, I was at the EC town hall, I'm joining Angela for sprints, or I had this many people on my live stream, but just kind of work memories, work milestones. And then every once in a while, like if Andrew's got a baseball game on Wednesday, there might be a picture of him that I'll put in here. So nothing too extraordinary, nothing I have to plan in advance. And hopefully I will find the time to come back to this page and finish it out. But I have been keeping up with that a little bit through the month of October, and it feels good to carry that into November. And this is definitely a Franken planner if you haven't seen this. So I re-put this part on, but I've got the Hello Kitty vellum cover. I don't even think I got a chance to walk you guys through this because I didn't do like end up posting my Q4 planner reset and stuff, like my just quarterly reset. So I have this is a mixture of the HB90 Method Q4 planner that I printed myself with a bunch of photos and other things like that, mixed with the Hello Kitty Erin Condren planner. So like this is one of my designs, this is one of their designs. And if you're new to my channel or you didn't see that I started doing this earlier this year, I bought a coil machine that punches the coil paper. So I can print my own, cut it down to Erin Condren size, and then mix it together. So all I have to do is undo the coil, take all the planner guts out, redo it with my own pages. It is a lot of work, but honestly, it feels like self-care to me. And it's not that I don't love the Erin Condren planners just as they are. It's just that I enjoy being creative and putting other things with them. So I have really, really loved this, and I'm really happy to be in it. And I will see kind of what ends up sticking for Q1 for next year, because I love my HB90 planner too, and I want to keep using it just because there is no other planner out there that has all these different spaces, and I have just come to like rely on this as my planning method. But I will get more into my thoughts and plans for 2026 planners soon. But anyway, that was a really fun town hall, and they sent us the Starbucks gift card, so tomorrow maybe I'll go get myself a little treat of a Starbucks. That was very sweet of them. And yeah, now I'm gonna go get Evie in the bed. She probably already has taken a bath, and then I'm gonna join Angela for sprints and get some writing in. In my document here, I have one Google Doc. Now I can't remember if I showed you guys this or not, but I have one main Google Doc, and I have a ton of tabs, and I really have loved the tab feature that they released last year. So I've got all my previous versions, all of these with X's, like best version yet, the restart, the old outline, the outline where they started in cells, like who knows is just my terrible outlines, and not outlines, but chapters, and like a restart, etc., etc. I've got my world building document, my outline, my blurb, my character outline, my brainstorming some current version, and then I have the full current version of episodes. So the current version is really my main draft. So this is where I had drafted the full book. But then as I'm reading it on YouTube, it's episode by episode. So what I did was I started a new tab for each episode, and I would copy anything from the current version draft tab, just copy and paste it over to each episode as I used it, and then edit it from here. And then once it was complete in edits and it was the version that I used in the reading, I created and added it to this full current version. So I need to take episode 7 that I read today. So I'll just select all and select C and go to full current version. And when you double click on it, it expands to all the different chapters there. So then I can go to the very bottom. There might be an easier way to get to the bottom than scrolling, so I apologize. And I can just and paste. So now I also have episode 7, and I just will want to go up to the top here and make sure that this is listed as heading 1 so that it shows up in this tab. And I love this, and you can move these tabs around. So this makes it a little bit more like Scrivener, although it still doesn't obviously have all the functionality that Scrivener has, but this is really cool. And you can print or compile just a single tab or the entire document or just specific tabs. And I really like that about it. So now tonight it is 9:08 p.m., but my body feels like it's 10 and I hardly slept. So I'm not sure how long we'll be here. I'll probably do at least 2 sprints with Angela. I have been working on my planner, just kind of updating things over here, and it's just looking so cute. So this is my Rough Draft Planner. If you want a copy of this, it is free for everybody on my newsletter. It's in my resource library that has dozens of resources. So I will link that sign up below, and you can grab that and print it for free. And yeah, I'm just going to get started on episode 8, and we'll see how far I can get. And, we'll see if I need extra rest tomorrow, but hopefully I can finish episode 8 and start getting ahead tomorrow. So fingers crossed, that's the plan. But I do want to spend a little bit of time with my husband tonight. So hopefully an hour of work, and then we go hang out with him for a bit. Okay, I added a new scene to the opening of this, and I think the next part I'll be able to move from the original. So I ended up with 613 new words today, and it's 9:51. I just cannot do any more. So I'm gonna leave Angela in the middle of a sprint and head out. But I am updating the planner here. I can say down here, words for today, 613. And so I really had 2 sprints here, but we're just going to say 613. So 613 plus 2884 is 3,497. And there is so much more in this planner. If you're interested in grabbing it, like I said, totally free to download and print. But there are some fun like project trackers, game boards, and other things in the back. So I really want to set that up, and I do want to take some time tomorrow to actually set up the Rough Draft Challenge website, which I haven't done yet for this project. So that will be tomorrow. I do have a procedure in the morning, and I don't really know how I will feel after that. So I will keep you guys updated. If there's no vlog for day 4, then we'll just continue on with day 5, but hopefully I'll be able to get at least something up. So the good news is I'm loving the story. I feel like the reading today went really well and I'm staying on track with it. I'm thinking about it a lot, which is really helpful. Sorry for the glare. Let's pull these off. I hope your story is going really well. You know, I will just leave you with this final pep talk and say that even if you are in a place where you just can't seem to find your love for the story again, or you've been working on something for so long and it just feels like it's never going to come together, just know that you are not alone. We have all been there as authors in those moments where we're like, will my spark ever come back? Will I ever love this again? Will these characters ever speak to me? Will the words start to flow? Will I just be stuck all the time? Sorry, my husband's in the other room in the bathroom, I think. And I can tell you from experience that as long as you don't give up and as long as you keep looking for those moments when you can fall back in love with it, when you can really believe in yourself as a writer again, just continue to get the rest that you need, get the support that you need, and don't give up. That spark will come back, I promise. All right, you guys, that is the end of day 3 for me. 613 new words and almost to 3,500 words so far for the 3 days, which I feel like is great progress. And I will see you all tomorrow. All my love. Bye.